There is some issue is there, I guess so. Yes, everything was perfect. Am I live or it is something wrong is there? Let me check. The game is accurate, I guess so. Let me check whether it is perfect or wrong. Am I live or no? I'm not understanding today. What is the issue? Okay, I think it should be good. Some issue happened, I guess so. Let me check one. Hello, 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 hello. Am I live? Please let me know, guys. I think I'm okay. I'm live. I think so. So today some messed. I messed up something. Okay, fine. So we are here. The thing is that one game is already drawn, and Magnus Carlsen is there, who is playing over here. Everything seems to be fine now. And okay, the first game between Sergei Karakin, Duda, and Christoph is already drawn, and I think they are going to draw the games or something. I don't know. Maybe they want to play in the tie breaks or something. Magnus Carlsen is playing here with the black pieces. We'll go through the game. I hope that this game will be a little bit fighting one. D4 F6 C4 G6 H4 has been played. Bishop to G7, knight to C3, then D6 has been played. Then he goes for E4, King's Indian opening. H4 is a very daring move, I must say. Playing against Magnus Carlsen, this move is not at all easy. And he goes for that thing. The D5 is played, knight goes to E5 square, bishop to E2 and H5. Okay, सर अब बता दीजिए कि मोबाइल से वीडियो शेयर कर सकते हैं कि नहीं. मोबाइल से वीडियो आई डोंट नो मीन्स वेदर मोबाइल से वीडियो मीन्स व्हाट आर यू सेइंग. आई एम नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट एग्जैक्टली डू यू मीन टू से दैट. कैन यू प्लीज एक्सप्लेन मी व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय मोबाइल से वीडियो शेयर कर सकते हैं. Bishop to f4, then castle will be done. Knight to f3. And here Fedoseev is white, Magnus Carlsen is black, and the game is going on. Knight into f3, bishop g into f3, then c6 was played, queen to d2, then cd5, cd5, then king h7 came up on the board, and after king to h7, they are still thinking. Miss, the thing is that king h7 is mainly played in order to stop this bishop to h6 square. Okay, hello Vaibhav, good to have you here. Webcam, for example. Well, maybe, but it is recommended that you should play on the laptop. That is what is recommended. Now back, yes, now back. No, and one thing is there. Do let me know. Do you like this board color, Miss Board color? Do you like this, or blue one was there previously? Do you like that color? Please let me know. I thought like maybe I can have a different color. ठीक है dog food, that's completely fine. Do let me know about the board color also. I know that you guys are my regular viewers here, that's why you are here. You can tell me. Okay, the game between hello Butterscotch, good to have you here. Good today. I think green is good, also blue. Okay. Board color matter nahi karte. Board color matters. Okay, board color matters. Like you should also feel good to see the board, right? That is also very important. Okay, we will go through the game which was played between Karakin and Duda and Christoph. Duda was black in this position. Karakin started with d4 and f6, c4, e6, knight f3, d5, knight c3, queen's gambit declined opening, d captures c4, e4. Now it is kind of accepted. Bishop to b4. Oh, we have seen this line before also. They go for this thing. He captures the pawn. One pawn is sacrificed, but because of the sacrificed pawn, white gets some play in the position. Yes, Butterscotch, it's a good day today. Knight to f6, then queen a4 check. Knight c6 is forced because the queen was attacking the bishop on b4 square. That's why it is forced. The knight is supporting the bishop on b4. ICC glass purple red. Oh, red is too much. I don't like red. Knight to e5. Oh, sorry. Where did it go? Knight e5. Rook b8. Knight into c6. Rook b8 was very necessary move because once you play rook to b8, the thing is that indirectly you are supporting the bishop on b4 square. And now after knight into c6, b into c6, the thing is that the bishop on b4 is supported by the bishop. So we don't need to worry about this thing. Rook d1 is played, supporting the bishop pawn here on d4 square. He plays bishop d7, bishop to g5, bishop e7, queen into a7, and this is how they drew the game. They drew the game like this. Means continuously it is just being attacked and the rook is there. So very quick draw, I must say. I was expecting for something interesting, but today maybe they decided to just go with the cool, and that's why. Vaibhav, most probably, yeah, means we are not thinking to change the timings as such. We are not thinking because we already declared it everywhere. Many people joined the tournament because the timing is 7 o'clock, and if we change the timing, then maybe for the kids it will be difficult. Hello Tuvia, good to have you here. Hello. Well, dog food, I just asked about your opinion. Opinion is just asked for like to know what you will like. It's not like I need to do it. It's not compulsory, right? You can just tell me what you would prefer. It's my choice what I want on my screen, right? If I like the opinions, then I will definitely consider it. Okay, this game also will go a little bit from behind यहाँ पे. So e4, knight to c6 is played, d5, knight e5, and okay, I think like he did not go for f4 because knight is going to come on the g4 square. That is the main thing why he did not go for this thing. Let's go for this thing and we will figure it out. Knight e g4. There are so many dark squares vacant in this position, and that might be the one of the reason why he is not playing like that. And Yeah, to be the game is drawn very quickly. They drew the game very, very quickly. I don't know why, but okay. Maybe they want to just have some rest today. That's why they drew the game. And do like the stream also, guys. Okay, do like the stream and support our channel. Okay, let's get to the gets back to the game. Here maybe bishop to e2 will be played, and after bishop e2, c6 can be one of the ideas. Then knight will come to h3 square, bishop d7, and okay, castles and castles. I think it is a possibility, like you can go for, because white will not just capture on g4 by any means. If he captures there, then this bishop will come there, queen will be attacked, and giving up the bishop. I don't know, I don't like this idea that much, because this rook will be coming on the c file very soon. Even if you play queen d3, I'll capture, and if e d5, of course bishop f5, and the bishop will be having a great diagonal, so that's not a good idea. If you capture here, then we always have rook to c8, and black will be controlling this file. Plus this knight is also ready to jump around anytime, so I think black should be fine in this position. That's why he did not go for f4 move. And let's think about the position. Okay, today we will do one more thing. Okay, we'll do one more thing. I will remove the bar from this thing. Can I remove the bar? I cannot. Show evaluation bar. Let's not have this evaluation bar and think about the position like this without any evaluation bar. Duda had same strategy against VD. He draw first game and with black very quickly won with white. Yeah. Yeah. So now I will also think over the position, and it will be some kind of original analysis, I must say. Bishop e2, h5, then bishop to f4. Knight is being attacked, but we don't need to worry. See, he goes for castling. The thing is that if he capture bishop into e5, d into e5, can anybody tell me like what is the like advantage of playing d into e5 in the position? There is some advantages there. Means what we will do. I think the best thing which I feel like, sir, my answer was correct, na? d5 and then e5. Yes, Swarang, your answer was correct. I think here maybe black can just play e6 and try to exchange this thing, because the idea of knight e8 followed by this knight on d6 is not going to work out before c5 is going to come on the board. Yeah, d4 square is also controlled, f4 square is also controlled. I think we can just play means okay, white needs to play first of all. Maybe white will play knight to f3. This might be one of the ideas. Then we can play e6 or c6 and try to undermine this pawn structure like this. Means black can think about this thing for sure. Let's suppose you play e6, then you might castle, then we capture here. He might capture with the e, I think c pawn. E pawn, if you capture, then this pawn will be moving forward, then this bishop's diagonal will be opened up. So I think black will be more than happy in that position. And if you play c into d5, here the basic idea is to play knight e8 followed by knight to d6, and the knight on d6 will be very nicely placed. Then black might get a chance to play f5, and he will expect to have some play on this side of the board, right? He might expect that thing. It is controlling the center and he cannot break in the center. Yeah, he is controlling the center, he cannot break in the center. And another thing is that if the knight arrives on the d6 square, the point is like the pawn cannot really move forward, and we know this thing that the knight is the best blockader on the board, isn't it? Knight is the best blockader, and if the knight is there, let's suppose what will white play. Let's suppose we play rook to c1. The idea is to play knight b5 at some point. We'll just go for the knight d6. The point is we are attacking over here, and what will white play? Maybe queen c2, supporting this pawn, and also attacking something over here. Knight b5, maybe threat c7 is being attacked, so we need to do something about the c7 pawn, right? So maybe we can play bishop d7 or bishop g4. Both the options are there. Means for me, I don't know exactly whether we should go for this thing. Bishop d7 maybe, and if the knight moves anywhere, then rook c8 will come and will support the pawn on c7 square. This is something we can definitely do in the position. And once the rook is there, we are supporting something, then I think Black is fine. He is having 2 bishops plus knight. But in the game, they played in a different way. In the game, he did not capture. He played knight to f3, knight f3, knight f3, bishop g into f3. c6 was played, queen d2. He captured, king h7, and now a4 is played. Well, a4 is played. Okay, let's have a discussion a little bit. Why do you think that a4 is played in this position? Can anybody tell me? What might be the reason behind playing a4? Anyone? It is stopping a6 b5. Okay, a6 and b5 is stopping. Okay, you are suggesting a6 and b5 stopped. Yes. Anything else? Anything more concrete answer? See, the miss, I will tell you, but I want to wait for your move also, your opinion also. You can tell me. And one more thing I would like to tell you, that we are going to start with our group classes. Our group chess classes are starting. So if anybody wants to join the group classes, do visit and enroll. Okay, the website link is given here. You can check this out. If anybody wants to learn from me in the group classes, then you can join me if anybody is interested. Okay. See, a4 has another idea, is like white is trying to expand on this side of the board. If you are expanding on this side of the board, then it means that you are having something great position. Means positionally it will be good. Kid rally, rook b8 and pawn b5. Okay, rook b8 followed by pawn b5. I think this will not be possible for you. Rook b8 if you play, then I can play a5. I can go for this side of the board. What do you think about this thing? If I play a5. I think b5 is not going to happen any soon, because knight into b5 will be played and the pawn will be lost. a6 now. Okay, if you want to play a6, then you won't be able to play b5 so easily. ab6 is going to come on the board. And one more thing is also there. White can just play bishop e3 and this b6 square will be covered. The moment you play b5, I will play ab6, and then okay, you are just going to lose one pawn. So that's not something which black would like to do. Means you need to prepare for this. Rook b8 is not that much common move here in this position. Means I don't think so. Maybe he might go for a5 here, because in King's Indian opening, I will tell you one thing, that mostly whenever the knight tries to do something, knight goes to the c5 square. This is something which might be happening on the board. Knight d7 followed by knight to c5, and well, you will have a good knight on c5 square. a5 pawn will help you to maintain the knight on the c5 square, because b4 will not be coming on the board. So these are the intricacies of this position which I feel are there, and which are interesting and quite concrete also. Okay, knight d7 is played on the board, and then he played a5. Okay, this is the situation on the board. Knight d7 and a5 has been played on the board. This is the position on the board. By the way, have you seen this thing that I have started with the new series of videos related to the opening, and the opening series video? I hope that you will watch the videos. I already uploaded 2 videos. Today's video was related to the Joko Piano opening. Yesterday I uploaded about the Rui Lopez opening. So every day I'll be uploading different videos, and we are going to have plenty of videos on our channel related to opening, so do watch them, do share them with your friends also. And as I said earlier, if anybody wants to be the part of the group classes, which I will be starting very soon on weekends, means Friday Saturday batches there, all the details are there, the fees is also uploaded there. So if you want to enroll for the group classes, then you can yeah, enroll for it. Okay. Sir, Magnus lost now. Yeah, Magnus lost in the semi-finals, but he is fighting for the third place now. Means first, second, third, fourth place are also there, right? So the two semi-finalists, means who have lost the semi-finals, they will be playing for the third place now. So Fedoseev and Magnus Carlsen are playing for the third place. Yeah, he lost against Duda and Christoph, and Duda and Christoph and Sergei Karakin are playing in the finals, and both of them are like already selected for the candidates. So basically you can say now for the candidates we will be having four players for sure. One is Temur Rajabo is there, then after that Magnus Carlsen or Nepo is one of them, means two of them will be there, and Sergei Karakin, Duda and Christoph. So these four players are already there, so last four places will be left, and we'll see who is going to play in the candidates, because that's very important. But before candidates, world championship match will be there between Magnus Carlsen and Ian Nepomuk. So we'll see who is going to be there for the match, who is in the finals. In finals, this game was already there, like Duda and Christoph and Sergei Karakin was playing in the finals, but they drew the game very quickly. And do you know that in girls, means in women players who became the World Cup champion? I'll be making a video of that thing also. But before we like, means I'll be making a video after this stream, or maybe in the morning I'll be making. But do you know who is the World Cup champion in women? Do you know anything? Alexand Alexandra Kostyuk is the one who has won the World Cup in women's section, and she played really amazing chess. She was playing against kind of young players, because she's one of like previous world chess champion, means former world chess champion, and she proved that okay, she is still very strong despite being old. And the game which she played and she won was against Goryachkina, and Goryachkina is very very young, means almost their age is like double age is there. By the way, have you Swarang, I know like you have registered, right? You have registered for the tournament, but I think yeah, I think like I got your form also. So if anybody is there who has not registered till now, do register for the event, because last 3 days will be there, 5, 6 and 7 for the event, and after that we'll be closing the entries. Anna Mujichok, okay, I'll just show you in Women World Cup what was the thing, what happened. Here Goryachkina and Kostyuk match was there. Kostyuk won the first game, and then after that she drew the next game and she became the World Cup champion. And for the third place, Mujichuk and Tan were playing, but Tan managed to win the game. This was the game where Tan actually won and she became third, and Mujichuk lost against her in the third and fourth place match. That was the thing, like this was a little bit I'll be making one video related to this thing. And one more thing is there, I would like to say that India has a new grandmaster now. His name is Harshit Raja. And he is the 69th grandmaster from India. Today only he became the grandmaster, so it's a great news for all the Indians that we have a new grandmaster now in our country. Yeah. Okay, we'll come back to the game and we'll check it out. Other games are also there. Let me check is there any other event which is happening, which is also Champions Chess Tour will start at 8:30, and Nihal is playing. Wow, Nihal is playing here. Nihal is playing against Maxim Legrade. And what is the situation over here? These bishops are there. I think this is 1 2 3 4 5 pawns are there, 4 pawns are there from the black side, and opposite color bishops are there, but the rooks are there. Whenever the rooks are there on the board, opposite color bishop doesn't really matter, because many things can happen. One thing is there that this check and this pawn will be falling very soon, so black needs to be careful. He cannot protect the pawn as such. Means I don't think so he's going to protect the pawn, so he needs to play something interesting. What can he do? One check is there, he can give this check, but king will go to g2 square in that case. And after this, what? I think white is having slight better position for sure. It's having slight better position for sure. What's your opinion? What do you think? Narendra is also here. Good to have you, Narendra ji, here. Bishop b4. Okay, you want to play bishop b4. I think like bishop b4 if you play, supporting the pawn. Maybe rook e6 check, king to f5. And then rook can move somewhere. Then what will you do? The idea is to give this check here. And if this check comes, king will go to g4 square, and then h3 is checkmate. So let's suppose you play some random move. Okay, if you play this move, then rook f8 check, king g4, and then h3 is a check and mate. h3 is a check and mate on the board, so you cannot really go for that thing. So here you need to be careful. After rook to e8, I think king f6 is the only move. And after this, I don't know exactly how the game should proceed, but means white, the game can always be drawn, so white can try for winning something. Shravan Kumar is also here. Good to have you, Shravan, here. Okay, we are thinking about the, okay, I'll come back to the position, and in this position we need to think what is your opinion about this position. What should white play? I came back to the same board. Oh, we can do one thing. See, in this position we can play rook to e7. The idea is to do that, like if king f7 is played, then rook f7 will be a check and mate. He doesn't have any squares to move around. It will be a check and mate position in that case. So not that cool. I think he needs to play g5. If g5 comes, then we can give a check. If king g6 comes on the board, then f5 check, king h6, and okay, this what we have an extra pawn on this side of the board. We are having kind of good. I think f6 can be played, and white will definitely have some chances over here. Means okay, Nihal is definitely having more chances, and his opponent is thinking. That's why after like king to f3, his opponent is thinking. His king was on e4 square. He came back on this square so that the rook can come over here. I think Nihal might be winning this game. Maybe, might be. Utpal Baisha, good evening, Utpal. And have you registered for the tournament? If you are not registered for the tournament, which is going to happen on 8th of August, do register for it. Okay, register for the tournament. And one thing is also there, that our group classes, my group classes are going to start. If you want to be the part of the group classes, you can enroll for the group classes. The fees will be there, of course. Means for beginners, and fees is 1500, and for little bit intermediate players or advanced level players, there will be 2000 rupees fees for 1 month. So if you want to enroll, then you can just go to the link which I have given up here, given on the chat, and then you can click on that link and you can enroll. Sir, at what time the tournament will start? Tournament will start at 7 o'clock. We are going to start at 7 o'clock. We are thinking to change it, but I think like it should be the same time which we have declared, and accordingly only we are having other plannings also. So still a little bit time is there, and we will be improving on everything. So let's get to the game now. Let's get to the game. There's still yet to play any move. In what time class will be started? Utpal, the classes are on Friday and Saturday. From is for beginners, the batch will be mostly means if there are like less number of people, then we'll have only on one day. If more number of people are then we will divide into two batches. So it is between 5 to 6 and 6 to 7. The batches are like that on Friday and Saturday. Yeah, class, like if somebody wants to be the part of my group classes which I will be starting, chess ke classes, chess classes, what else I will teach, right? I'll be teaching chess only. So the link is given in the description as well as there. You can just click on that link and you can enroll for the classes. Okay. Sankesh Shinde, well Sankesh, for group classes I'll be using Hindi and English, but if somebody wants to take personal coaching, then I teach in Marathi also. Sir, when will video conference? We will, Swarang, we will declare about everything. Kushan said, yeah, free or it will be cost. Well, my classes are not free. Free if you want, then YouTube is free. YouTube is free for everybody, but classes are not free. I should also earn some money, right, in life to live. Dog food, please check the link. I think like you will be in the intermediate classes, so the fees will be 2000 for a month. Yeah, the details are there. Sankesh, you can join, means the link is given in the description. Just click on that link and you can enroll. You can enroll for that thing. The means in this week we will be taking the enrollments, and from the next week we will be starting with the classes. So do enroll for it. You can tell your friends also to enroll. Okay. And I have even pinned the link also here in the chat, up on the chat. You can enroll for the classes and everything. You can pay also on that website. Did you get the website which I have given? I hope you got it. Just let me know if you have got the website. Okay, Rookie 1 has been played here in Nihal's game, and Nihal's opponent wants to exchange the beast. See, the thing is that if you exchange, okay, Prashant Devle, well, Duda's game is over, Prashant. Duda's game is over. He already drew the game. Now we are just waiting for Magnus Carlsen's opponent to play. They were already here. We were around this position when we started with Nihal's game. But now, okay, they have played one move extra. F5 has been played and Rook A3. This is the position on the board which is there. And what will Black play? That's the question over here. Duda's game got over very quickly. In just 30 minutes or something, they finished the game. Rook A3. What can what can black do here in this position? What do you think like is the move? Can you suggest? Okay, Narendraji is saying knight to c5 in this situation. That's what he's suggesting, knight c5. Okay, knight c5. Okay, if you play knight c5, then what can we do? White can kick this knight away. b4. If white plays b4, then what will you play, Narendraji? Which move do you think will be played here? I think you need to come back, right? I don't think so. Knight c5 is good because b4 is coming on the board. So we need to think something else, not knight to c5. Bishop e5. Okay, you want to play bishop to e5. You want to exchange the bishop. Okay. But I don't like to exchange the bishop because see, in this position, dark squares are already weakened. So black will need the dark square bishop on the board. So I don't want to exchange this bishop because this is the main defender. I might play knight e5. Knight e5 is completely fine in this position because then I'm defending the position, and the knight is also centrally placed. It can attack over here, here, all these squares I can attack over here, and it should be good, right? It should be good in the position. Bishop into e5. No, I don't think so. White is going to give up the bishop. White will never give up the bishop because dark squares are important for white also. So white might not give the bishop just like that. He will retain the bishop on the board, and he might castle in this position. I think this is the most likely possibility here, because after castling, maybe the rook might be joining on the c file, something like this. Black might play bishop d7 trying to get this rook on the c file. So it will be like a mutual thing will be there. Okay, on the board, knight e5 is played. This is the move which Magnus also played, knight to e5. See, that's what I was thinking. He might go for the knight e5, and he went for knight e5 on the board. Man Anand is also here. Good to have you, Man Anand. Good to have you here. Knight e5. सर जैसे चेस असिस्ट में कोर्स फाइंडर है वैसे कर दीजिए ना. वेल आई रियली डोंट हैव एनी आइडिया अबाउट चेस असिस्ट. means the course finder, I don't know what you're talking about. I will check it out. Okay, I'll check that out. Now can anybody tell me what might be white's let's guess the moves. Can anyone tell me white's move over here? Can we guess the move? Chess for fun is like, I'm good in bullet, I'm good in rapid, but I'm not good in blitz. What could be the reason? Well, bullet, you don't need to be good in chess. If you want to be good in bullet, you just need to be good with the mouse. Okay. And for rapid, maybe you are good because you get some more time and then you can think properly. But for blitz, if you want to be good, then you need to know many patterns, and you should be very quick at spotting those patterns on the board. Then only you can play well on the board. Okay, dog food, I'll definitely check out the website. Okay. Bishop g5. Okay, Narendra ji saying like bishop to g5 in this position. Yeah, it's a possibility. Bishop g5 can be played. He played bishop e3. Maybe he wants to play f4 in this position, because if f4 comes, then this knight will be kicked away. That might be one of the ideas on the board. But just to tell you, in this kind of positions, I am a King's Indian player. Okay, myself, I am a King's Indian player, and in King's Indian, usually when this kind of position is there, black players play f4. The point of f4 is to give up the pawn to get some activity. Then rook f7 followed by queen f8, and then black will be getting some activity on the f file. So this f4 move is a very thematic move, which maybe, we never know, maybe it will be played on the board. Means that's one of the thematic moves. Today I reached 2000 in leeches. Wow, congrats. That's a good thing. And guys, are you checking out the courses which we are having on our channel? Means we have started with new videos related to Gaku Piano opening, Joko Piano, Rui Lopez opening videos we have started. I hope that you watched at least one or two videos which we have done. मतलब chess.com 39 मेरा experience. You think like that? Okay. See, I don't play online, so if somebody goes to my profile on chess.com or Chess, then you cannot really guess what is my real rating because I hardly play online. Himank is saying like, hi sir, I scored 8.5 out of 15 rounds, which was on second national tournament. Was this performance okay? Yeah, I mean, it's almost 60%, almost 60% your score is like that. So I think it's good, not bad, not bad. Anything more than 50% in nationals is a good score. That's what I feel. But this is the online tournament. I don't know how strong was the tournament with whom you played. Busy with last 3 days. Just came online and found it. Thank you, Manish. Thank you very much. So guys, one thing I would like to tell you that we are going to start with the group classes. It's means in my academy we will be starting with the group classes. Means resuming, we already had group classes, but due to this World Cup and all, I was not taking the group classes for a month. But now I will be resuming group classes. So if anybody wants to enroll for the group class, then do check out the link which I have pinned, and I have given the link in the description also. Do check out the link, and you can register for the group classes also. Okay. And thanks for liking the stream until now. Keep liking the stream so that more people will also come here, because we are going to enjoy more games. Mini CM, mini FM, and IM were there. Oh, nice, nice. Good, good, Himank. Good. Okay, I think he is going to think in this position. Let's look at the game of Nihal Sarin. Where did they play? What happened? Rook e1, he captured this. Bishop into e5, bishop into e1. h4 has been played. Bishop to b4. King is coming up. And okay, one timing and charges for the class. Well, I think you will be in the intermediate class. For intermediate class, the fees is 2000 rupees for a month. There will be 8 hours of classes every week, 2 hours. So depending on the batch, I usually take 2 hours in a row, or one hour on Friday and Saturday. Means depending on the everybody in the class, whoever is comfortable. Like last time, everybody was comfortable for 2 hours in a row. So we used to take class from 6:30 to 8:30 in the evening time. Yeah, you can recommend for friends, and if everybody is okay with only 1 hour a day, then I will be taking 7 to 8 for intermediate classes. 7 to 8 on Friday and 7 to 8 on Saturday. Total 8 hours. Sir, 1200 intermediate ही होगा ना? Yes, yes. Anybody who is not like, I will say like who is not a beginner, he is into intermediate class only. For beginners, I have kept the different batch only. If you have just started playing chess, then for them it's a different batch only. So you will be in the intermediate. Okay, Himank, I think like you played a good tournament. Abhi is saying, what's the title? Magnus versus Fedoseev. Yeah, Magnus versus Fedoseev is the game which we were talking about, but Nihal is also playing, so we are focusing on Nihal's game also. Because Duda's game is over. Abhi, the Duda's game is already over. Duda's game was over, that's why we started a little bit late, and by the time I started, Duda's game was over. That's why I have kept like Magnus versus Fedoseev title. Because this is the game we are looking at, and Magnus opponent is thinking in this position. Okay, let's have a refresh Oh, he played f4. See, I was talking about this thing only, that f4 will be played. This is a very thematic move, and he plays bishop into f4. And I will not be surprised if he goes for rook f7, queen f8, and pressurize the pawn on f3 square. Okay, here Stephen is saying like, sir, Duda's win against Magnus over ambitious or Duda's bravery, your insights? Well, I will say like Duda is a very strong player, and Duda has actually a very good score against Magnus Carlsen in previous encounters also. I don't know whether you have checked the stats or not, but Duda was scoring good against Magnus Carlsen. So you cannot say like he was lucky. He was really deserving, and he was a brave. He kept on fighting in that game. I don't know whether you looked at the game carefully or not. I even analyzed the game. He was fighting till the end, and that's why he won the game. He never really went on to draw the game or something like that. And again and again with it game also, we saw that Duda is very strong player in the end game, and the end game which he played against Magnus Carlsen was truly amazing end game. Yeah. So here f4, bishop into f4, and I think Magnus will be putting pressure over here. He got some counterplay for sure. f3 pawn is a weakness, and f3 might be falling after some time. Not now. After some time it will definitely fall. Yeah, he broke Magnus streak also. Yeah, means not he did not break Magnus Carlsen's streak. Magnus Carlsen was playing against, I don't know whether you have seen, Isipenko broke Magnus Carlsen's streak. Isipenko was the one who won against Magnus Carlsen. Okay, I want to see Nihal's game also, because this game, Nihal's game is almost getting over. So my question for you, do you think that Nihal will be able to win this game, or this is going to be just a draw? What's your opinion? What's your opinion about this position? Okay, you are saying it's a draw. Okay, Nihal win. Okay, Manish is thinking Nihal win, but Manish, you should also see this thing that the opposite color bishops are there on the board, and when opposite color bishops are there on the board, if you don't get any breakthrough, then the game is just drawn. And I don't think so White will be getting any breakthrough in this position, because everything is blocked. So it is just going to be a draw. Black just needs to take care of this thing, that this should means this pawn should not go forward. If the pawn is not going forward, then I think it should be a draw, an easy draw, I must say. So after this, we don't know. By the way, there is also one very nice, one of my favorite players. He won today. Means Boris Girlfriend is one of my favorite players, and he won against Noel Studer. So let's look at this game also. D4 and f6, and dc4, e3, bishop into c4. Okay, queen's gambit accepted. a6, e4. Oh, he's going into the center of the board. Now b5 is played. Bishop comes back here. Knight into e4. He gave up the pawn. a4. See, here White has given up the pawn in order to get some play, and White is definitely having a lot of play in this position. That's what I feel. A b5, castles. And of course, a b5 was not a possibility here in this position, because the rook on a8 is hanging. Okay. Oh, Abhijit is saying, yesterday I have seen Rui Lopez part 1. Very good. Yeah, means we have started as, like I promised everybody that I'll be starting with the opening series. So I have started with the opening series. So you can recommend that series to your friends also who wants to learn about openings, because I'm not just going to talk about the traps or something. I'm structured the videos, like I will be talking about the basic things about that opening, and the number of options also in main options in that opening. So you will be able to play, and like the parts will be increasing. Like Rui Lopez first part is there. In the second part I'll go a little bit deeper. In the third part I'll go for the more complications. So everything will be interlinked. So you can also learn along the way, and you can apply those things in your game also. So that's my humble try to help you guys to play much better in openings. Yeah, Duda break Magnus 125 game streak in some Norway championship. Am I wrong? Well, I don't know about that thing, but Magnus Carlsen lost against Isipenko when he was on a streak for 1 year. That's what I know. Yeah, please share opening from black. Will like to learn. Definitely, Manish. I'll be taking some white openings first, e4, and then after that we will be having d4 also, and then we'll be having like from black side also we'll be considering opening. So I'll consider everything from white and black side also. So don't worry about it. And will you also make a video on refutation of opening? Yes, we will try, but truly chess for fun, I truly believe in this thing. There is no refutation for any opening. Okay, means it's all about your knowledge, how much knowledge you have about that particular opening. And if you have good knowledge, then nobody can just refute that opening. Means that's why means the older openings also still people are playing, because there is no such refutation about any opening till now. Hello sir, nice to see you after a long time. Yes, Kantraj, good to see you here. And Paytm से payment होगा. I think UPI payment is there, dog food. Just check it out, because on Razorpay all the payments are there. And if you want to, for what do you want to pay, dog food? Just let me know. For what do you want to pay? Do you want to pay for the classes, or do you want to pay for the tournament? Yes, Narendra, that's my like small effort to help you, because I have seen that there are many opening trap videos on YouTube, but there is there are very less videos who actually tell you like what are the options, what you should be doing, means genuinely, which will definitely help you in your game. Those kind of videos are very less on YouTube, so that's my try to show the small variations in the opening, what you should be doing, what you should not be doing, what you should be following. So let's see. Yes, dog food, just if you want to enroll, try it on Razorpay. Okay, dog food, if you want to join, try it on Razorpay, which I have given the link there. You just try to register if it's okay. Otherwise, just message me. I'll send you the UPI code also. Okay, try it today, and if it's not there, then let me know. I think you can do net banking, UPI, everything is there. Even credit cards also you can use to pay. Okay, so coming to the game here. Idea behind the theory, sir. Which theory, Narendra ji, are you asking about? Can you please tell me so that I can explain it? Can you please tell me? Bishop d7 and knight d1 is played on the board here. Fedoseev is playing this thing, and well, what's there? Where is this knight going? I don't really understand where is this knight going. Why did he play this move? Oh, rook into f4. Wow. Wow. Magnus Carlsen has sacrificed the exchange. Queen into f4 and bishop h6 has been played. Queen is being attacked. Queen is not having this square, this square, this square. Only one square is there on g3. I think queen will go to this square. And after the queen goes to g3 square, he will be controlling all the dark squares. So again, a very thematic sacrifice has been given by Magnus Carlsen over here on the board. An exchange sacrifice. And I think he will cover that square with queen f8. This square will be covered because bishop can always join here. Knight is very beautifully placed here because the g6 pawn is protected. And bishop is also there. Rook can come on this square. I think he played knight to d1 square because he wants to play rook c3 maybe at some point, and to cover the c file. That might be one of the ideas. So queen f8 has been played on the board. Chess for fun is like, I mean by reputation, like main line, particularly against advanced friends, it's ideas and endgame structure, like focusing against a particular opening. Yes, chess for fun we will be going, means initially all the first parts of the openings which I will be making, those are like introductory chapters you can say, but slowly and gradually we will be increasing the level of the video, so which will be progressive you can say. So definitely in that thing I will tell you in the video, like, okay, this is the ideal way to play in this position, what you should not do and everything. But in other videos also which I made, I showed that if you go wrong, like in today's video in Joko Piano, if you don't control the center, how you might lose, I showed that thing. So you need to control the center. That is the most important thing in the Joko piano. If you don't play d5 in black side, then you might be in trouble. So in every video I'll be showing you one idea, which if you miss that idea, then what will be wrong with the position. होमवर्क भी अगर चेस के एक सब्जेक्ट होता तो आप उसको अच्छे टीचर होते. Yeah, I will be giving homework. Homework means there are many things you can do in chess, right? Nadorf opening Sicilian variations. Yes, Narendraji, we will be having all possible openings, and especially the openings which I play. So don't worry about it. Nadorf is going to be there for sure because I love Nadorf. Atul bhai, you have imagined that Duda beaten Carlsen before the result came? No, no, no. I did not think about that. Oh, Swarang, you won the game after sacrificing. Wow, nice, nice, nice. Good. Okay, this is again the color strategy which you are looking at this thing. So black is playing on the dark squares because he has more control here. This light square bishop is there, but it is kind of restricted by his own pawns and everything. So somehow I feel like black is doing a great job here because now bishop f4 will be played after the next one. I think this will be the move which will be coming on the board, and then if king f1 will be played or something like that in order to bring the king over here on g2 square. I think this bishop will be good on this diagonal, plus this bishop on this diagonal. Black is going to have a very great position. That's what I feel. White is in trouble for sure because if bishop f4 comes, the bishop needs to go to g1 or g2 square. So these squares for the queen are pretty bad. Not at all good squares for the queen. Yeah, Magnus has sacrificed for sure. Okay, so let's come back to this game over here. Bishop f7 is weak. Bishop d7, no, everything. Bishop on e2 is not doing, means okay, it is controlling this squares. That's what I feel. But apart from that, it doesn't really look that cool. Very nicely played game until now by Magnus Carlsen, I must say. Yes, the way he is playing, it's just too much awesome. Yes, he's playing a very positional game. And guys, do like the stream also, and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. We are slowly growing our channel, and I hope that you are enjoying the content on the channel. I'm a little bit hungry, so I'll be eating some biscuits. B7 pawn is weak. B7 pawn is a weakness, but who is going to attack it? See, I talked about this thing earlier also, that weakness is a weakness only if somebody can attack it. So just because some pawn is weak, it doesn't mean that it is going to be a bad thing for you. Your opponent's pieces should also be there to attack that pawn, right? Yeah, white knight is bad, but maybe that knight might be coming on e3 square at some point. Rook b3, yeah, rook b3 can be played at some point. Yesterday I sacrificed 5 times and my opponent did not accept any of them. I was completely winning, but my position became very complicated and it was +5, but I lost on time. It was too frustrating. Yeah, miss, I will tell you one thing. No need to sacrifice so many times. Just try to play simple chess. Now we are looking at so many games of these top players every single day. Have you seen them playing any rush in a rush way? They just try to get a good position, and then if they get a good position, they just try to win it. They don't try to uh, win very quickly. They just win the game slowly and gradually. It means the thing is that you need to have lots of patience in order to play like that. If you don't have the patience, then it will be very difficult. Deepak Maheshwari, I am interested in personal coaching. Well, Deepak, you can message me. You can contact me from my website. Just go to contact me or contact us is there, and you can message me. I will definitely reply to you. Okay. But if anybody wants to be the part of the group classes, then definitely you can be the part of the group classes. The link is given in the description, as well as I have pinned it, and we are going to start next week for sure our group classes. So let's see. Chess for fun, 9 out of 10. I lost only on time with good position. I have 700 rating in 10 minutes, but only 1400. Yeah, Deepak, on website it is not given. Personal fees is not given. Only the group classes fees is given. So you need to message me. I will definitely reply to you. Okay. Okay. Here, knight e3 has been played. This is what we were thinking. This is what we were thinking. Knight e3 will be played, and now bishop f4 will be played, and the queen needs to go back in this position. Once the queen goes back, then this bishop and this bishop, not that bishop, sorry, this bishop on this diagonal, it will be great position for black, I guess so. Another thing is like rook might be coming on c8 square to put some pressure over here. This is also one of the possibilities on the board. And guys, do like the stream also. Okay, let's make it 50 likes. If you can make it 50 likes, I'll be more than happy, and I'll appreciate your support over here. What's your take? Let's suppose we play this thing. Queen g2 will be the most possible move. Rook c8, and we are controlling over here. Do you think that white might go for rook to c3 and he will go for the exchanges? Sir, do you know Tennyson Gambit? If you can tell me the moves, then I will definitely know the name. Can you please tell me the moves, Parang? Yes, Deepak, message me. Message me on my website. I will definitely reply to you, okay? Nirmal Nath is also Namaste, Namaste, Nirmal ji. So this is my question to all of you here. Do you think that white will go for rook c3 and offer the exchange of the rooks? What's your opinion about this thing? Anybody? What's your take on this thing? Let's have a little bit interactive session over here. You also talk, I'll also talk. Means you message me there in the chat, and I will also message you here. What's your opinion about this thing? Do you think that white will play this thing? I think like maybe he can go for this thing. Maybe he can go for this thing. Okay, Bondita is saying yes. Okay, maybe it's possible thing, right? Rook c3 is a possibility for sure. Okay, we will see whether he goes for this thing. Bishop f4 has been played on the board, by the way. Chess for fun is like saying like yes, but c3 pawn will be very weak. Yeah, that's true. Rook c3 is an option, then a5 pawn will be big. Not able to type chess jokes. Okay, You can type chess jokes anytime. E4 d5 knight f3. Okay. D into e4 knight g5 knight f6 d3 d3 bishop d3 h6 knight f7 king f7 bishop g6. Oh, you want to go for that thing? Yes, yes, yes. Swarang, I know that variation. Like I saw that variation where you go for the sacrifices and then black gets checkmated. Yeah, I know. But any strong player will not go for those many like pawns, right? If you play d3, after that white black doesn't need to capture on d3. He can just play e3 or something like that, and e6 and something like that. That will be enough. First time came to know YouTube have limited words for comment. Yeah, I think 200 words are there, I guess so. 200 words are there. Bishop f4 and queen to g2 has been played on the board here. This is the situation on the board. Queen g2 is there. And what's there? No, free queen. No, that was his move. I think this game is going to go for a long time. That's what I believe, because they are thinking about this position, and it looks quite interesting. Queen g2. I think rook c8 will come. Another move which was pointed out by Narendra ji before some time is also a possibility here. Rook b3 followed by attacking the pawn on b7 is also a possibility here, which I feel like is a viable option. Is a very viable option. What's your take on this thing? If rook c8 is played, rook b3 is also a good option just to attack this pawn. If rook c1 check comes anytime, then the king can also move around. I think so. The king can move because this rook on h1 is protected over here, right? This rook is protected over here, so we can go for this thing. But I don't think so. He's going for that thing. He needs to protect the pawn on b7 somehow. Two options are there. We can. No, we don't have any option. Rook c7 is one of the ideas which I feel is a possibility, but rook c7 means your bishop means your rook will be passive, very passive. Means it's okay. You have this idea all the time. Rook c7 is one of the possibilities. White pawn will become weak, so I don't think he will exchange rooks. Yeah, means he will not exchange. I am saying like he might go for rook b3 and he will attack the pawn on b7. This is what I feel like white might be planning in this position, because white should have something. No, look at this position. Like white's pieces are like very badly placed at that time. He has only one rook, which is an active rook, and if he's going to exchange that active rook, then white will be in trouble. So he will try to keep that rook on the board because that's his last hope in the position. What is a better move after e4 e5 knight of 3 knight c6 bishop c4 bishop c5 c3 knight of 6 d3 or directly d4? Well, that chess for fun, that will be my next topic of discussion. Today I made one video related to d4, and if you play d4, then it converts to Gioco Piano opening structures, and if you play d3, then it will be Italian game. So both are equally good. Nothing like d4 is good or d3 is good. Nothing is like that. Both are, but the thing is that if you are going to play d3, then it is more of positional nature. If you are playing d4, then it is more of attacking nature. So it depends upon you what type of positions you would like to play. If you want to play positional, slow and steady, this kind of position, then d3 is recommended. And if you want to play some more open position, then d4 is recommended. And guys, do like the stream also. Let's make it 50 likes today. Can we reach 50 likes today? Is it possible? Okay, the question is here, why are artists so bad at chess? Because they like to draw. These are these jokes, or they are called as puns, I guess so. They are called as puns, I guess so. Okay, he is still thinking in this position. I will have a quick look at Nihal's game. What is happening in Nihal's game? Is he still grinding his opponent? Oh wow, he has made some mistake. Means made some progress, I mean to say. Bishop a5, bishop d7, d5 has been played. He managed to force his opponent to play some move, and now he is going for the other side of the board. But I don't know whether this will be enough or not, but at least he managed to do something. Now d4 if you play, then bishop will go to this square on and attack the pawn on g6 square. The possibility is there that you can try to come over here, but in that case bishop into g6 and then followed by this pawns will be moving forward. So black needs to stick around with this thing. I think king f6 should be played, and in that bishop into d5 will be played, and black needs to, yeah, king f6 is played. White is going to win yet another pawn. So Nihal has created his own chances somehow. He has created his own chances, and okay, that's an interesting way to play in this game. That's what I will say. Okay, Nihal is 2 pawns up. What's your take? Chat, tell me. What's your take? Nihal is having 2 pawns, extra pawns. Can he win this game? Or it will be just a draw because opposite color bishops are there on the board. What's your take on this thing? And keep liking the stream also. Make it more than 50 likes. Let's go to the 100 likes also today. If you are there to support our channel, then definitely it's a possibility. And do subscribe to the channel also. If you are new here, anybody new here, do subscribe to the channel. Nihal win. Okay. Opposite color bishop, so I think it's a draw. Nihal will win. Okay. Tanmay is also here. Good to have you, Tanmay. Okay. If you ask me, then I think like this will be this should be a draw. With correct play, this should be a draw. Means what can black do is like he needs to maintain this position, means he needs to maintain the bishop over here on this diagonal. He cannot really leave that thing, okay, because the moment you leave this diagonal with the bishop, a5 will be played on the board. And if a5 comes, then ba5 and then this b6 pawn, then I think black will also have some chances to push his pawn on this side of the board. So the bishop will be protecting this thing. The another thing which you need to understand is like if this pawn is exchanged with this pawn, okay, and if this bishop is given up for this, means whole thing is gone here. Bishop, one pawn, and these 2 pawns are gone. Then the resulting position, even if white will be having one bishop and a pawn, still it is a draw because this square is wrong color square. Means this bishop is the light square bishop and this square is the dark square. So this is the drawn position. So in the position, if one, means I'll just highlight this thing. Remember this thing about the endgame. These 2 pawns plus all these are gone from the board, and white is left with this pawn on the h file plus the bishop and the king. Still the game is drawn. Yeah, it should be a drawn game. So they will keep playing. Well, obviously Nihal will try to maneuver something and he will try to irritate his opponent because the time is low, but it should be okay. Coming back to the game between Carlsen and Fedoseev. Fedoseev is still thinking about the position, and we were talking about this thing that the counterplay needs to be created from the white side after rook to c8, rook b3, and the b7 pawn needs to be attacked. Then only he will have some chances. And another idea which I feel is a possibility here on the board is to play king d2 followed by rook to c1. If white manages to get the rook on the c file, not that file, sorry. If you manage to get the rook on the c file, then white should be okay. What's your take? And chess for fun is like, okay, can you tell me one thing why people play exchange French? It's so symmetric and Deutsch I can understand at GM level, but why do intermediate players play it? Well, intermediate players follow top players, no, and many top players play it. That's one of thing. And one more thing is also there that usually lower rated players go for this thing. when they are playing against high rated player, because they just want to draw the game. And India, I have seen this thing many times, that people wants to just draw the game whenever they are playing against the high rated player. They don't want to beat them, they want to draw the game. So that's why they go for the French exchange variation. Another aspect is also there, which you might have seen, that exchange variation is played in when you know that your opponent is a very dynamic player, and if you don't want to go into that territory, means in dynamic positions, then if you play something normal, and if your opponent is not good in the symmetrical positions, then exchange variation is the one where you go for the symmetrical positions and then you try to outplay your opponent there. So many things are there why they play it. I hope that I have answered your question. I'm drinking some milk. Okay, here, what's your opinion? What will Fedoseev play? Can you suggest some move? Come on, guys, can you suggest any of the move? Saransh theory. Sir, I have sent the request to join in the club for tournament. Saransh, are you there? Miss, have you already registered for it, or did you send the request now? Because you need to register for the tournament. Have you filled up the form? Saransh, you need to fill up the form. If you have done it, then only Miss Arbiters will be accepting your request. Miss, I'm not the one. Arbiters are doing that thing. So if they get your form, then only they will accept the request. Have you filled up the form? Filling up the form is very necessary. No, Saransh, the thing is that have you filled up the form? If there is no form, there will not be accepting, because the tournament is not free now. Anybody, for anyone, you need to pay for the tournament. The fees is there for the tournament now. Yeah, Saransh, please go for the link is given in the description for the registration. Just click on that link and you will be able to register for it. Okay. So Manish is asking something. If you have chess playing wife, it's not advisable to defeat her often. She can FIR you with accusations of white beater. I don't think so. I'm going to marry any chess player in my life. Non chess player is the best one. Miss, from my own experience, I'm telling you, miss, if you have a girlfriend also who is a chess player, it's a very difficult life. Means after the game also she's going to ask you, why didn't you play this or that move? But if you have a non-playing girlfriend or a chess player, then your life is kind of cool. She doesn't understand anything, and she won't ask you so many questions like why this or that related to the game. And at least at home, or you can be at peace. You can just forget about the things and you will have a different life rather than the chess. Means that's my opinion, not to have a girlfriend in chess. But having a girlfriend in chess is also good in many ways. Means I have some friends who have a girlfriend, or a, what do you call, a wife in chess field, and they enjoy working together. Yeah, miss, experienced people in the chat can tell me like what do you think is better for you? Do you think that having a girlfriend or a wife in chess field is good for a chess player, or do you think that a girlfriend or wife should be out of the chess field? Let me know, because we can have some discussion over here in the chat also. Let's have some interesting discussion. Swarang is saying my reading is 1416. Oh, good. Is you are improving, Swarang. Sir, but Niklesh sir are really happy doing that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like for some of my friends, Niklesh is one of them. They are kind of happy with that thing. Oh, that's Manish is saying like I have non-chess playing wife. She doesn't ask too many questions about chess, but just one question: why the hell you like to play chess? Yeah, that's a very difficult thing to explain to anyone who doesn't like chess. But it's okay. Like that means I feel like that one question is not that difficult to answer. Rather than explaining, okay, if she is there and she asks you like, why did you sacrifice on rook into f4? What was the need to play that move? Like your position was so okay. First of all, you played f4. That was not needed. Why did you sacrifice one pawn? After that, you sacrificed the exchange also. You wanted to lose the game. That's why you played like that. So it's more easy, I think so. It's more easy. Okay, this is the situation. They are going to think, I think, for a long time. And Josh is saying, I'm already in club. What's the next? How we will come to know our Ramadan? How we'll receive any update? Josh, you will get the email and about the Zoom call and everything one day before the tournament, or on the morning of the tournament on 8th of August. And the tournament will start, means the tournament link will start at 6 p.m. on 8th of August, 1 hour before. I have written all these details on the website also, where you can register. And once the means the tournament link starts, then after at 7 o'clock you will come to know about you just need to be there in the club and everything will start. Okay, don't worry about it. You just be there in the club at 6 p.m. on 8th of August. The tournament link will be live, and if you join that link, then you will be there in the tournament. You will be playing. I'll be explaining that thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll be starting streaming at 6:30 on that day. So whoever is there in the club, I will tell them what to do and what not to do if you are not finding it anything. Okay. Sir, you will know the pain of non-chess loving wife once you get one. Yeah. I know, I am kind of experienced. You don't need Queen's Gambit at bed too. You can't decline that. Manish Kumar, the Duda's match is already over. They played very quickly and they drew the game in just half an hour or something like that. So we looked at that game, but that was not a very entertaining game. I think this game also, I don't know, it should be a draw somehow, but Nihal will definitely try to exchange this pawn with this pawn. If he manages to exchange this pawn with this pawn, then Maybe the king will reroute to this square somewhere and he will try to win this pawn, and in the meantime he will push this pawn to f7 square for sure, because light square bishop is there. No, the pawn will be coming on the f7 square for sure. And once the pawn comes on the f7 square, I think black will be in slight trouble, but it should be a draw. It should be a draw. Again, we'll come back to Magnus Carlsen game. His opponent is still thinking in this position. And does any other tournament is there? Let me check any other tournament is also there or not. Let me check 1 minute. If we have any other tournament, that will be also good, because the games which we are looking at, they are going very slowly. And by the way, if you don't know, India has the new grandmaster. Harshit Raja is India's latest grandmaster. So congratulations to Harshit Raja also. Okay, if you don't know, that's why I'm telling you. Okay, all the other tournaments are important tournaments are over. Champions Chess Tour is there, but the games will start at very after some time, I think. So it is going to be it will take a lot of time to start the games. Okay, we'll just stick around with Nihal's game. We'll try to analyze this this game by Nihal. Yeah, thank you Josh for enrolling for the tournament. Bishop to d3 has been played over here. He's waiting. Vibhav Gandre is saying NASA found ice on Mars. This is very important news. Wow, cool. But more important news for chess players is like we have the 69th Grandmaster of India. Harshit Raja is his name. He's from Pune. And well, like we means I know Harshit since childhood. Means ever since he was just 7 years old, I know Harshit. So there are many memories also of childhood. We traveled to Spain also together in some tournaments. So like we have seen Harshit's journey right from the childhood, I must say. So it's always good to have that feeling when you are there with someone since childhood, and then you enjoy more in that case, I must say. You enjoy in those okay. India is soon becoming the factory of GMs. Yes, India will be having 100 GMs for sure in next 2 months. Oh wow, Rakesh Bhau is there. Good to have you, Rakesh. Good to have you there. Rakesh OP should be there in the chat, okay? Rakesh is always there. Okay, here, oh, he played Queen C8. Queen C8 he has played. Thank you, Rakesh, for joining for a while here. Queen C8. Hello, Adi. Adi, good to have you here. Santoshan sir, why Vantika, who is just one national, is not the part of Chess Olympiad team, and how Tanya got selected? Well, Santosh, I really don't know the rules, so I can't really comment about it. Yes, I did not read any rules about it. We need human beings to any good or funny story with Harshit. Well, with Harshit, funny stories are there. Means good stories are also there, but I cannot really tell those stories of his childhood. Not on stream, but definitely off stream I can tell. Rakesh knows Harshit more than me, because Rakesh has traveled with Harshit to many tournaments. They have played many tournaments together, and I know some of their stories also, which happened in Moscow, in Russia. Harshit, Rakesh, Samir, my friend Samir Katmale, he's also an international master. Then Chinmay was there. So, and Abhimanyu Puranik, they were there in that tournament and they had lots of fun. Maybe Rakesh only can tell me those stories. Miss on stream. Queen G1 and Queen C1. I think they are going to play very slow chess. Okay, just is like I'm following you since you 2K subscriber. Now you were teaching end games, then middle games. Great learning for all of us. Thank you, Just. Thank you for the appreciation. Yeah, don't tell funny stories today. Only serious stories. Yeah, Harshit, I will tell you one thing. Like when Harshit and we were in Spain. I'll tell you one serious thing. Like Harshit, no matter how much things he will do, he was just 14 years old or something. Harshit, when we went to Spain, and he used to practice a lot every single day for the game. Means he is very serious about chess. No matter how much musty he will be doing off the after the game or something like that, but before the game he used to prepare every single day without any fail, and he used to play very well. Yes, that's what I will say. He is too much passionate about chess, and he loves chess. That's the main quality which I really like about him. Is he and his friend Abhimanyu Puranik? They are like crazy chess players, I must say. Queen G1. Okay, now Queen G1 has been played. Queen's okay. Really, Queen G1 is played here. Any info about when is Olympiad gonna begin? 13th August. Ah, okay. I like when is the first round? They played some moves here. They played some moves. Rook c3 has been played. Rook into c3, b into c3, queen c8, well c4. Then b5 has been played. A into b6, a into b6, and then queen g1 is played. Okay, there was some bug. Thank God. I was thinking like queen c1 check is coming and all those things. Yeah, India's matches will start in early September. I think Rakesh, the first Indian match is on 8th of September, right? Means that's what I was reading. Maybe you know the stats more than me. 8th of September something it will start. 8th or 7th, I think so. Well, Divya Deshmukh is not playing Olympiad. How is it possible? Well, I need to take some. I need to read the selection criteria and everything. Then only I will be able to answer those questions. I really don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, 8th of September. Yeah, that's correct. Maybe Rakesh, if you know like why this time Vantika is not playing and Divya is not playing, you can tell the viewers, because Rakesh sir from which district? Rakesh sir is from Thane. Rakesh sir is from Thane. By the way, guys, if you don't know Rakesh Kulkarni, any of you, means most of everybody knows Rakesh Kulkarni. He is the head of chess.com in India. Okay, and he's there in the chat. So we have a big personality in chat. That's what I will say. He's the head of chess.com India. Means you guys, everybody plays on chess.com, but in India, who handles everything is the Rakesh Kulkarni. That's AICF selection criteria. Yeah, that's AICF. I have not read about the rules and regulations about AICF, but maybe we need to learn. Miss, we need to read about it. So, what's your take? Do you think that these pieces will anytime come in the game? Do you think that these pieces will come in the game? It feels very badly placed to me. Miss King needs to move somewhere. King F1 and King G2 or King D2. Then only the queen will come in the game. Otherwise, I don't think so the queen will come in the game, because all these squares are already guarded. Prashant, I'm good, Prashant. Today, why you don't show bar? Just like that, I thought like I will just talk about it. It will be more interesting for you also to think about the position. Yeah, Rakesh Singh, but I still feel India has a fantastic team and we can win gold again. Yes, sure, we will. And this time I really want this thing, means this my personal opinion also, that we should win convincingly without any tying or something like that, because last time it was a big drama. And this time we should prove that, okay, we were there and we won the medal convincingly, because there were some comments, but now we should win the tournament just like that. If those pieces doesn't come out, can't see white winning anyhow. Yeah, white will not be winning. This position is already good for black, that's what I will say. Magnus Carlsen is definitely having better position, because c4 pawn is also a weakness in this position. C4 pawn is also one of the weakness. Another thing which I feel like, this bishop, maybe it can be one of the important bishops for black, because it can come in the game somehow if it's needed. If it, because on this diagonal I don't see like what he is doing, like all these squares are already controlled by the pawns, so the bishop doesn't need there. I think bishop can transpose here somewhere on this diagonal and then it will be good. And chat, do like the stream also, okay? Do like the stream, support our channel, do subscribe to the channel also. If anybody is new here on the channel, do subscribe to the channel. Sir, there is a problem with Zoom video conferencing platform. Sir, there is a problem. What is the problem, Maulik? Bishop would require there, sir, if queen and rook get double and knight comes to f5. Yeah, means knight is required for sure. Like knight on e5 is very important, because the g6 pawn needs to be protected over here. This is very important thing if knight is there. If the knight is not there, then it will be difficult position. Okay, one more thing is that which I feel like the queen can come on the a2 square rather than on this square. A2 is something which I will miss. King f1, king g2. Yeah, king f1 he played on the board, and now king g2 will be played so that the queen will be coming in the game. And to stop this thing, queen a2 is almost forced, because now king g2 is stopped because queen into e2 is coming on the board. Right? This is something which is there. Oh, he played knight to g2. Now this bishop on f4 is challenged over here. Where to put this thing? But okay, we have this queen b1 or queen a1 check. Then the knight needs to come on e1 square. The video gets frozen if you use another app simultaneously. Well, Maulik, I will check into it. Means I don't know exactly. Okay, we'll have a quick look at Nihal's game also. Is it over. Yeah, the game is over. The game got over. Nihal's game is drawn. Because if you play this, then this, as I said earlier, this king will just go there on h square. It doesn't need to do anything. And even if this bishop is sacrificed for this pawns on this side of the board, then also it will be just drawn position, because this bishop, and let's suppose this bishop is not there. Okay, I will just put it here somewhere, and I will try to win the game with only these pieces. Means we'll consider that these pieces are not there on the board. This is also not there on the board, but white cannot really win the game. The problem is that all the time whenever you try to go a little bit more near in this position, if you play h7, the position is stalemated. Means the king is stalemated, and if you go with your bishop to this square, then you are controlling this square, and then again it will be a drawn position. So here it is a drawn position. That's why Nihal and his opponent agreed for a draw, because you cannot really do anything. Okay, fine. So queen c1 check he gave, and then knight e1 is there on the board. Now they are playing the moves a little bit faster. Yeah. Sanjay Ilnino stalemate. Yeah. And chat, do like the stream also, and you can like the stream and subscribe to the channel, because we are going to have a tournament. If you are not at the part of the tournament, we are going to have the tournament. Nightbot has given the description. 50,000 cash prize tournament is there on 8th of August. Okay, there are many prizes. The link is also given in the description, plus the Nightbot also pointed that link there, and the fees is there. So do enroll for the thing, and keep liking the stream. Just support our channel slowly and gradually. Sir, yesterday Prague won the first title Tuesday. Yes, I read the news. He won. Do you know the fastest stalemate? Well, Vibhav, I really don't know. I just know the rule, stalemate. And I try to avoid it on my board. Okay, rook to queen to d2 has been played. Let me check. Okay, how can black win this position? That's the big question in front of us. These pieces are very badly placed. The king cannot go to this square, because the queen will always be capturing the bishop on e2 square. And to free up the position, what will white play? One possible idea is to give up this rook somehow, and if this bishop is captured, let's suppose you play rook h2. If bishop into h2 is captured, then only white will have some play. But black will not capture the rook, because this rook is not so good rook. Even if the rook comes on the g2 square, it's not going to go anywhere. So I think all he needs to do is like create a passed pawn in this position somehow. If the passed pawn is there or something like that, or if the c4 pawn falls, then only he will be able to win. So the idea can be to play e6, is just to attack here. Let's suppose you play rook g2. I'll just capture here. If you capture with the c pawn, the b pawn will be just queening in that case. And if you capture with the e pawn, then bishop will be having this f5 square. And if bishop comes here, then this is just a beautiful position for him. This bishop is really awesomely placed. Then these two bishops coupled with this knight, I think this is completely dominating position. The way he has played is truly amazing. Okay, queen g2 is there on the board. Magnus Carlsen's opponent, Miss Fedoseev, has played queen to g2. Queen g2 has been played. And if anybody new is here, do subscribe to the channel also. Okay, and be the part of the tournament. The links are given in the description, guys, and do like the stream also. Okay, so we'll come back to the game over here. Queen g2, and what to do here? Again, the idea of e6 is pretty strong. You just play e6. If he captures, of course, bishop will be on a mission to capture this pawn. This is something which will be happening. But then rook g1 will be played. We cannot really capture on c4 because then queen into g6 will be coming after some time. Because let's suppose you play knight into c4 in this position, then queen into g6 is coming, so it's not the possibility. If you play bishop into c4, then also you capture, and then queen into g6 will be paired, and there will be a check and mate. So you cannot capture the pawn on c4 just like that. But you don't need to capture the pawn straight away, right? You can play queen c3 and then capture the pawn. I think that will be much more better in that case. What's your take? What's your take? Chat, let me know. What's your take here? What do you think about this thing? Do you think that this is what we should go for? Let's have some interaction between us here. Let's have some interaction. I'm waiting for your answer. Okay. Oh, he played king g7. Maybe he is thinking that, okay, I'll just bring my king to the other side of the board. And if my king is to the other side of the board, then I can go for the breaks or something like that. He doesn't want to take any risk because white is never going to sacrifice the queen for anything like. So he can just think about just going here, king c7. And okay, another idea which I feel is a very crazy idea actually. Why not just bring the king to all the way till like this, something like that? But it's very crazy idea. I think he will just bring the king on c7 square if it's needed. Apart from that, the king will not go anywhere. Guys, you are very silent. I don't understand, like, why are you so silent? I'm asking you something. What's your take about the position? You can tell me something. 20 people are watching over here and nobody is even messaging me. Are you for real? The number is real or is it a fake number? Please let me know in the chat. Nigel shot. What Nigel shot? Ah, king walk. Nigel shot's king walk. Okay. Yeah, that game is very famous. But that game was for the check and mate. It was done. Yeah, miss, see, if rook g1 is played, he doesn't need to do anything. He just go to this square, no issues. Without any trouble, he can just go there. I think Magnus can go. Do you think that he is going to take that path? Do you think that he is going to take that path? And okay, one more thing I would like to say that we are going to start with the group classes in the next week of this August. And if anybody wants to enroll for the group classes, if you are a beginner, then the fees is 1,500 rupees for 8 classes. And in the group class, I mean to say 8 hours. And if you are intermediate player, then or a little bit advanced also, then the fees will be 2,000 rupees for 8 classes. So do enroll. I have given the link in the description, as well as I have pinned the link. So just click on that, then you will get more information, what are the timings and everything. It will be there on Friday and Saturday. Okay, so you can enroll for that thing. Dharam Karam is saying, because you cannot reply me. Yeah, Dharam Karam, I always reply to you. Okay, a passed pawn is all black need. There is no other way black can as well to go for win. Yeah, he needs to pass pawn for sure. He needs to pass pawn. I agree with that thing. And for that reason only I was saying, like, black might go for e6 at some point, and he might just capture or capture here, and then bishop will come here, and then only he will be getting some play, because the c4 pawn needs to be falling. If c4 pawns, then only he can play the b pawn. Otherwise it's very difficult to win also. One idea is there that he can play queen c3 followed by bishop d2, then the knight will be trapped. This is also one idea. You cannot just say that he can win only because of the pawn, passed pawn. He has this queen c3, bishop d2, and the knight will not be having any squares. You can see these 2 squares are already controlled by the knight, everything. But for that thing to happen, the knight should be free from e5 square, and that's why I think Carlsen has played this king g7 with the idea of maybe moving the king away from that center so that the knight will be free. Knight will be free in that case, right? Prashant is saying like a pawn exchange should be better for Magnus so that he can create a pass pawn. Yes, exactly. That's what I was saying. And sir, at what age kid can start playing chess or join your training? Well, Mahesh, usually for the camps, the kids are around 6 years old. Means my youngest students are 6 years old. I have even put their photo, I guess, on my website or not. I think I have put one photo with them on website and on my social media also. 6 years old, 5.5 year also one was there, but that girl was not talking in the class. But okay, other 6 years kids were there, they were talking. So you can say 6 years is fine. Miss above 6 years. Here Magnus is thinking. I'll just refresh the page and just check it out. Oh, this will be a great positional grind, you know. King f8, Magnus played king f8. This is what we were thinking, that he will go to the other side of the board. Now there is no direct check, and if this bishop goes anywhere, then he is aiming for queen h3 followed by queen can come in the game. This is what he might be thinking in this position, which is going to happen on the board, right? Guys, can we have 64 likes on our stream? Can we do that thing? Means more than 64. Means at least we should cover one chessboard. Oh, e6. He played e6. This is what we were waiting for, because unless and until he plays e6, there will not be any chance for him. Like now, the idea is to capture on d5. If cd5 is played, then the pawn will be rushing forward to queen. And if after this, if ed5 is captured, then bishop will come on f5 square and it will be covering everything. Then this knight will be free. And then we have one idea that queen can come here and then bishop d2. But okay, now by playing this thing, the king is now going for the g2 square. But again, as I said, like the moment you play queen c3, king g2 will be played, because the bishop on e2 will not be attacked in that case. And if the bishop is not attacked here, then okay, then it will be difficult. That's why the queen needs to be there on d2 square all the time. Okay, one thing is there, he can even capture also d into e6, bishop into e6 is there. And if this is played, then what to do? Should we yeah, we should capture, and then the c4 pawn is a weakness, big weakness. Knight into c4 will be played, but the moment you capture this thing now, I feel like this bishop will be relieved. Means white will be relieved. He can go for this thing and then he will be relieved. So I am a little bit doubtful whether Magnus will capture the c4 pawn immediately, or he will just wait for a while. He will maneuver his king over somewhere at the side of the board, and then he will do other things. So maybe he can wait for a while and play king e8 or king g7 and play the king to the other side of the board, and then only he will go for the c4 pawn. But because there should not be any drama related to the g6 pawn. Okay, any one of you can tell me in how many moves Magnus will win? Will his opponent resign after miss? I feel like the move number is 35 now. I think the game will last for next 20 moves, max to max. That's my opinion. What's your take? Tell me. 55 moves I'm telling. What do you think? Will he go for the miss? Will opponent will? I think he's going to fight. He's a 2700 player. Another 18 moves. Okay, you resist two moves you have reduced. Anyone else? Vibhav is saying 18 moves. I sell 20 moves. Come on. Stockfish says mate in 1063. Who is going to think of that many? Who is going to play those many moves? Is there anyone new on our channel here? Is there anyone new? So that you can subscribe to the channel also. Do consider subscribe, and as per the promise, I have started with the opening series videos. Okay, I have already uploaded 2 videos related to the opening, and those videos will be improving, means with the content and everything. So I hope that you have watched those videos. They are going to be interesting. These are the first parts, initial parts, you can say, and the videos will be going further and further, slowly and gradually. So that's the thing. Do 64 likes हो क्या बात है 64 likes हो गया I did not see that thing. Wow, thank you very much for liking the stream, guys. 50 moves, Vladimir might resign. Okay, 15 moves you are saying. Thank you very much for liking the stream. I hope that we will reach 100 likes also today. Okay, and can white play anyhow knight to g2 to attack the black bishop? Yeah, that's what he played. No, before some time he played knight g2, and after knight g2, the problem is that the moment you play knight to g2, there is a check which is going to be there, and another thing is also there, that the king is too much like here. So this knight d3 will be played, and if you capture here, then this capture will come. Then if this is played, then bishop d2 check. If king comes here, then okay, we can just play bishop a4 and it should be a check and mate, I guess. So that is one thing. Okay, rook g3 has been played on the board, so you cannot move the knight. That's the problem. So rook g3 is there on the board, and now ed5, as we know this thing, ed5, if cd5, then b5, b4, b3, and that pawn will be queening. And if this is there, if ed5 is there, then bishop f5 will be played on the board. And once the bishop f5 comes, slowly and gradually it will be difficult, because the queen on d2 is a very massive piece, I must say. Black is never going to capture the stupid rook on g3 square. He is never going to do that thing. So amazing positional sacrifice played by Magnus Carlsen over here. I would love to analyze this game and even post one video also once the game is over. Would you like to check out the analysis of this game when I will be making the video? If you would like to, then I will definitely make a video after this stream gets over. Means if the game gets over. Okay, he has played e into d5 on the board. Is there e into d5? I think he is going to play e into d5 for sure, because c into d5 will be a very horrible move, because then the pawn will be just queening without any trouble. It is like a free ticket to the queening square without any trouble. And okay, this is also there, ed5, and then what to do? Let's suppose you play ed5, then I think bishop f5 is the move which will be played. And after bishop to f5, what will white do? He can keep on playing queen g2, queen g1. No matter what you play in the world, he won't be able to do anything. The question is like, what will black play in order to win this game? Umesh Patel is saying, Magnus, come on, you can do it. Magnus is going to win for sure. Magnus is going to win, and but how he is going to win, that's the question. The plan of action should be there. I think c4 pawn should fall. Once the c4 pawn will fall, the pawn will be unstoppable, and in order to win the pawn on c4, he needs to capture with the knight only, because these two bishops are controlling everything. Maybe he will play king f7 first, so that the rook into g6 sacrifice will not come. Okay, and if this sacrifice is not, let's suppose the plan of action may be king f7. Okay, then what will you play? You might just play your king, right? You cannot really do much of the thing, and then queen might go to c3 square. The idea of queen to c3 is obviously knight into c4, capture this pawn, and then push the pawn forward. This is what I think, because then if you play rook to g5, I won't do anything. If you play rook into g6, obviously just rook will be just lost. So this is the clear-cut plan which I think is possible, and here he is thinking. Rook is well, he is not going to capture the rook anyhow. Means he's just going to keep the rook there, because capturing the rook is like helping your opponent, because white wants desperately that this bishop should not be there on the board. Vibhav even though Magnus took third place, his place in candidates is not sure. No, his place in candidates is sure. Like he is going to play the world championship match, right? So if he loses first of all, he is going to win. So no need, he doesn't need any position in candidates. His position in candidates already there. Even if he loses the world championship match, the challenger is always there in the candidates directly. So he is there in candidates no matter what, if he loses the world championship match against Nepo. But that is very unlikely to happen. Means I am a big supporter of Magnus Carlsen. As a fan, I'm saying, not as anything bad related to Nepo, but as a fan, I feel like Magnus is going to win for sure. Hi sir, am I registered for the tournament? Pratik, you should know whether you are registered for the tournament or not. How will I know? I am not checking the names. I really am not checking the names, who is there and who is not, because there are like registrations are more than 400 registrations. Means not 400, 350 something registrations are there. And just to let you know, like do you know that how many many fake registrations are also there? Like they are not the part of the tournament, I guess so, but still they just registered. They have not joined the tournament club also. So many of them are there. I'll just send you the tournament link. You will get to know like how many players are playing. Here you need to join the tournament club. See Pratik, if you have already registered, then you need to join the tournament club, and if you are there in the club, then you can say that you are in the tournament. So this is the list of the players on chess results. This is the Noob Master. It's rude that you don't answer my chat and then you give timeout, sir. I really don't do that thing, Noob Master. Maybe the mods are silent on my channel and they do those things. Okay, because you were spamming the chat. Don't spam the chat, that's what I will say. Please don't spam the chat. If you write down once, then definitely I will answer you. I'm answering everybody. Why will I not answer you? Sir, foreigner can also join. Yeah, foreigners can also join, but they will not be getting the prize. They will not be getting the prize. Can we have 100 likes on our stream today? Because it's yes, Pratik, there miss, you can check the list. In list there are 450 players are there in the list, but 100 players I think they won't be playing for sure. So we are expecting 300 or 350 players will play in the tournament. What if Karyakin played Magnus? Who would win, Atulji? Well, I miss. I can't say that Magnus will just win, because Karyakin is a super strong player. He is experienced also. He has played in World Championship match also. So it was. I cannot say like who will win. I will have rated them equally. Both are equally good. Miss Duda winning against Carlsen was a little bit surprising for me. How many times you defeat GM and who? Well, I have won against GMs how many times? I think RR Lakshman I won first time, then Niaz Murshid. No, first time I won against Niaz Murshid of Bangladesh, then RR Lakshman I won, then I won against some foreign gym, I don't remember his name. I think 5 or 6 times I won against Grandmaster. And I have drawn the games against different Grandmaster. One of the players with whom I have drawn the game is Adiban. Adiban, I played against Adiban that time I drew. Hello video देखने वालों. Karakin versus Judah. Karakin versus Judah is drawn long back. Sir, what is the difference between world championship and world champion and championship? World champion, you become world champion after winning the world championship. That is the difference. World championship is held for the to become the world champion. Yeah, Adiban Bhaskaran. Means I was playing. We were playing. Means me, Sagar Shah, and Sohan Fadke, and another one friend was there in the Maharashtra team. We were playing against PSPB tournament. Means we'll be against PSPB in the national team championship, and Maharashtra was playing against PSPB. So in my team, all this thing, all players were there. Sagar was playing against. I remember Sagar was playing against. I think Abhijit Gupta. I was playing against Adiban, and other two boards were also against strong players only in that. So I was the only one who managed to draw the game. Other teammates we couldn't hold. Of course, PSPB team is full of 2600 players. So the PSPB always wins. Dharamkaram, it mean you are a very good teacher. I guess so. That my students can tell. Swarang is one of my students. Sir, in chess my name has written Swarang Mikne. Means maybe that is the name which you have written in the form. Swarang. I did not write anything, right? I did not even upload the link. Arbiters are doing all those things, so they don't write down the name. They just copy paste the name. So maybe you have written like that. Spelling mistake must be there. Umesh, I really don't know the current ratings of. You can check it out on Fide. I am not checking the rating. Here, this rating you can see. Magnus Carlsen's rating is written here, and Duda Miss Fedoseev's rating is written here. Magnus to eliminate हो गया ना Sir Duda से. Magnus is not eliminated from the tournament. He is just eliminated from. Means he is not qualified for the finals, but he is playing for the third place now. Okay, coming back to the game over here, I think what he is going to play. Bishop is there back on this square. Rook to g3 is there, and let me refresh the page. I think they have played some moves, but they are not updated over here. I'll just refresh the page once. Oh, see, this is the position. He played knight to d7. That's what I was thinking. Why will he play bishop d7? That was something wrong. This knight is going where? I don't understand where this knight is going. He wants to go here. Oh, he wants to go here. No, I think he wants to go here. That's why he played knight d7. Or maybe he's just waiting. He's playing one waiting game. Sir, how there are 4 players in the final? No, there are no 4 players in the final. For the third place, Magnus and Fedoseev are playing. In the final, only Karakin and Duda are there. So Duda and Karakin already drew the game. That's why we are looking at the only game which is going on. That is Carlsen against Fedoseev. And it's okay, Swarang. No worries, no worries. Don't worry about the spelling mistake. Nothing will be related. Let's look at the game over here. So Magnus Carlsen is just going to grind down his opponent. I think for some time, like after two moves or one move, I think they will be getting 30 minutes time, and then I think after they get the 30 minutes time, they might think for a long time. We never know, right? They might think for a long time. But I like the way he has played this position. Very slow and steady. He is not in any kind of hurry to do anything. He's saying like, okay, I'm going to go slowly and gradually in the position. I'm just going to like restrict you from anything. This queen on d2 is restricting everything. The bishop is also restricted. The knight is also restricted in this position. It cannot go anywhere. All the squares are guarded over here. The knight cannot go to this square also, or maybe now it can go to knight to g2. But again, if we go to knight to g2, then queen c1 check will come and the knight needs to go back. Yeah, Magnus will be 3 or 4, yes, and Duda already drew. Duda drew in just half an hour today. I think today they wanted to have some rest. Okay, guys, do like the stream also. Do support the channel if you are new here. Do subscribe to the channel also. Okay, you can definitely do that thing. And do check out the new videos related to opening on our channel. Don't forget to do that thing. Okay, today we are having a great time, but I think their rook g5 has been played. Do you think that Magnus is going to capture? Do you think that Magnus is going to capture here on g5? What's your take? Miss, I don't think so he is going to capture. But we never know. Now they are going to have lots of time. 40 moves are going to get completed, and once the 40 moves are completed, they will be having lots of time on the clock. When check was given from c1, then why not take the pawn on c4 by the knight, sir? Yeah, he at that time means when the c1 check was given, that time you cannot capture the pawn on c1 because the g6 would have been very weak. Yeah, no capture. I also think so there will not be any capture. But one problem is there. Now I think white is threatening rook into f5 and g into f5, then queen can come over there on h3 square. Maybe he's threatening like that. So I think Magnus might just capture here, bishop into g5, h into g5, and then if this is the position, then okay, f4 is going to play on the board. I think he is going to capture. He's going to capture for sure. Okay, I'll just refresh the page whether they have played it or not. Just 1 minute. No, they have not played anything. But I feel like rook into f5. Okay, he captured. That's what I was saying. Rook into f5 was the threat, so he will capture, and he captured the rook over there, h into g5, and the knight will again come back on e5 square. If f4 is played, then of course the knight has this knight. No, knight into c4 is also not there, right? But queen into f4 is there. Okay, sorry. f4 is not a possibility. He needs to first play queen h2 in order to play f4 on the board. If he's not playing that move, then it is not possible. I hope this game will get over because I am feeling very hungry now. I need to eat my dinner. Yeah, I need to eat. I need to eat. But I'm thinking that maybe the game will be over or what. I think they are going to think for a long time. They just completed 40 moves. Whenever somebody completes the 40 moves, they think for a long, long time. I think it should be like over after some time. I need to bring the food, I think so, on the stream, or should I just go and have food? What should I do? Do like the stream also, and we are very, I will just tell you one thing, that we are very close to have 4,000 and 300 subscribers. Means now, right now we have 4,296 subscribers. So if four more subscribers, then we will have 4,300 subscribers. So if anybody new is there, then you can subscribe to the channel. Upcoming Hikaru brushed on stream. Really, Hikaru brushed on stream? Oh my god. I have not done that thing. But even if he brushed on stream, why will he show that he is brushing, right? He will go in his washroom and brush, no? Today you look fine. No cold problem there, sir. Yeah, today I am feeling a little bit more, like little bit, no, I am completely fine. That day I was having cold. I think Magnus will let his time go. Okay. Is he going to play or not? On stream he did that thing. That's a crazy thing anybody will do. Okay, at this time anyhow I don't brush, so I won't brush on my stream for sure. I can have food. Let's make it 100 likes, guys. Okay, keep liking the stream also. Keep supporting the channel. You are already supporting, and I guess so, like you will support, and do watch the normal videos also which I am posting. Don't forget to do that thing. I am posting normal means not just the streams. I am posting the videos also. Today means we have started with the opening series. I hope that you will definitely watch those videos related to opening series. Today also I posted related to Joko Piano. Yesterday I posted about Rui Lopez. So every day we will be having at least one opening video, and some other video also we will be having. So do watch those videos also. Ashish is here. For cold, take steam regularly. Yes, yes, I am taking, hot water with some haldi. I'm doing that thing. Hello Rohit Kumar, good to have you here. Yes, Vibhav, we have posted many advanced level videos, and I will be posting means those opening videos will be advanced only. These are means will be advanced, more advanced. So don't worry. Right now I'm just started, so we'll be having many parts of one opening only. Okay. Pravidhi Kumar Gupta, good to have you here. No, 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 nothing. Like 2 days back, Rohit Kumar, I was having cold, nothing else. I have plenty of videos. You can check out. I have around 300 videos on my channel, and all videos are quite good. They are not just for the beginners. Means on my channel there is very less content for the beginners, so I want to have some content for everybody. So we will be posting. Yesterday also I posted one video of Duda and Christoph. I hope that you watched that video. आपका क्या rating है sir? My rating is 2037 right now. Video rating I'm talking about, not chess.com or any other rating. Okay guys, I'm Magnus Carlsen is winning since long time. He is going to think for a long time, I guess so. So guys, I will have my dinner now. I'm very hungry now. Okay, I'm streaming, and I thought like I'll just have a brief stream, but stream is getting longer, and they are thinking for, I think the games are going to get longer for a long time, means some more 1 hour or something. Maybe after some time I will make one video related to Magnus Carlsen game. Do check out that video also, and do enroll for the tournament. And if anybody wants to take coaching from me, I have kept means I have posted one link also in the description. You can be the part of the group classes which I will be starting next week. So do check it out. The fees for the group classes for intermediate students is 2000 rupees for 1 month. All the details are there, how to register and everything on my website. So do check it out. The link is given in the description. So with this note, I will have it, and if possible then come back. Rohit Kumar, I'll be posting a video, so don't worry about it. Okay, I'll post one video related to Magnus Carlsen's game. You can definitely check out that video. Okay, I will go and have my dinner now. You also have your dinner, and check out the video after 1 hour. Maybe around 10 o'clock I'll post one video. Okay, see you then. Take care. Goodbye. Okay, thanks for being here.